മുഖജാലകത്തിലൂടെ നമ്മുടെ ജീവിത പങ്കാളിയെ കണ്ടെത്താൻ
വേൾഡ് മാട്രിമോണി.
Point 4. The interaction is perspective, the rule of fit, learning objectives. 1. Differentiate between person, organization, and person-job fit. 2. Understand the relationship between person, job fit, and work behaviors. 3. Understand the relationship between person, organization, and fit work behaviors. As we have seen in the earlier section of this chapter, human beings bring their personality, values, attitude, and perception and other stable traits to work. Imagine that you are interviewing an employee who is proactive, creative, and willing to take risks. Would this person be a good job candidate? What behaviors would you expect this person to demonstrate? The question we pose here are misleading. While human being brings their traits to work, every organization is also different. And every job is different. According to the interactionist perspective, behavior is a function of the person and situation interacting with each other. And think about it. Would a shy person speak up in class? While a shy person may not feel like speaking of, he or she is very interested in the subject. The answer to the question feel comfortable within classroom environment and knows that class participation is 30% of the course grade. This person may speak up in class regardless of his or her shyness. Similarly, the behavior you may expect from someone who is proactive, creative, and willing to take risks will depend on the situation. The fit between what we bring to our work environment and the environmental demands influences not only our behavior but also our work attitudes. Therefore, person-job fit and person-organization fit are positively related to job satisfaction and commitment. When our abilities match job demands and when our values match company's values, we tend to be more satisfied with our job and more committed to the company we work for. 1. Where companies hire employees, they are interested in assessing at least 2 types of fit. Person-organization fit refers to the degree to which a person's personality, values, goals, and other characteristics match those of the organization. Person-job fit is the degree to which a person's knowledge, skills, abilities, and other characteristics match the job demands. Human resources professionals often use the abbreviation KSAO to refer to these 4 categories of attributes. Thus, someone who is proactive and creative may be a great fit for a company in the high-tech sector that would be benefit from risk-taking individual but may be a poor fit for a company that puts a high priority on routine and predictable behavior, such as nuclear power plant. Similarly, this proactive and creative person may be a great fit for a field-based job, such as marketing manager, but a poor fit for an office job highly dependent on rules such as accountant. When people fit into their organization, they tend to be more satisfied with their jobs, more committed to their companies, are more influential in their company, and remain longer in their company. 2. One area of controversy is whether these people perform better. Some study found a positive relationship between person, organization, fit, and job performance. But this finding was not present in all study, so it seems that only sometimes fitting with a company's culture predicts job performance. 3. It also seems that the fitting in with the company values is important to some people more than to others. For example, people who have worked in multiple companies tend to understand the effect of a company culture better and therefore pay closer attention to whether they will fit in with the company when making their decision. 4. Also, when they build good relationships with their supervisors and the company being a misfit does not seem to matter as much. Key takeaway. While personality, values, attitudes, perceptions, and key SAOS are important, we need to keep in mind that behavior is jointly determined by the person and the situation. Certain situations bring out the best in people, and someone who is a poor performer in one job may turn into a star employee in a different job. Therefore, managers need to consider that the individual, the situation when making organizing decision about the job or when engaging in leadership activities like building teams or motivating employees. Exercises 1. How can company assess person job fit before hiring employees? What are the methods you think would be helpful? 2. How can a company determine person organization fit before hiring employees? Which method do you think would be helpful? 3. What can organizations do to increase person job and person organization fit after they hire employees? 4. 1. Christoph Brown, A.L. Zimmerman, R.D. and Johnson, E.C. 2005, Consequences of Individual Fit at Work, a meta-analysis of person job, person organization, person group, and person supervisor fit. Personal Psychology 58, 281 to 342. Berkware, M.L. Veer, T.A. Wagner, S.H. 2003, a meta-analysis of relation between person, organization, fit, and work attitudes. Journal of Vocational Behavior 63, 473 to 489. 5. 2. Anderson, C. Spataro, S. E. and Flynn, F. J. 2008. Personality and Organizational Culture as Determinants of Influence. Journal of Applied Psychology 93, 702 to 710, Cable, D.M. and Deriu, D.S. 2002. The Convergent and Discriminant Validity of Subjective Fit Perception, Journal of Applied Psychology 87, 875 to 884. Christoph Brown, A.L. Zimmerman, R.D. and Johnson, E.Z. 2005. Consequences of Individual Fit at Work, a meta-analysis of person job, person organization, person group, and person supervisor fit. Personal Psychology 58, 281 to 342. Oh, really? C.A. Chapman, G. and Caldwell, D.F. 1991. People and Organizational Culture, a profile comparison approach to assessing person organization fit. Academy of Management Journal 34, 487 to 516. Sachs, A.M. and Asfort, B.E. 2002, is a job search related to employee quality. It all depends on the fit. Journal of Applied Psychology 87, 646 to 654. 6. 3. Arthur B. Well, S.T. Beliado, A.G. and Doberspike, D. 2006. The use of person organization fit in employee decision making, an assessment of each criterion relate validity. Journal of Applied Psychology 91, 786 to 801. 7. For Christoph Brown, A.L. Johnson, K.G. and Colbert, A.E. 2002. A policy capturing study of the simultaneous effect of fits with job groups and organization. Journal of Applied Psychology 87, 985 to 993. 8. 5. Erdogan, B. Kramer, M.L. and Leiden, R.C. 2004, Work Value Arguments and Intrinsic Career Success, Personal Psychology 57, 305 to 332. 2.5 Work Behaviors Learning Objectives. 1. Define job performance, organizational citizenship, absenteeism, and turnover. 2. Explain factors associated with each type of work behavior. One of the important objectives of the field of organizational behavior is to understand why people behave the way they do. Which behavior are we referring to here? We will focus on 4 key work behaviors: job performance, organizational citizenship behaviors, absenteeism, and turnover. Note that the first 2 behaviors are desirable ones, whereas the other 2 are often regarded as undesirable. While these 4 are not the only behaviors organizational behavior is concerned about, if you understand what we mean by this behavior and the major influences over its type of behavior, you will gain more clarity about analyzing the behavior of others in the workplace. Job performance. Job performance refers to the level to which an employee successfully fulfills the factor included in the job description. For each job, the content of job performance may differ. Measures of job performance include quality and quantity of work performed by the employee, the accuracy and speed with which the job is performed, and the overall effectiveness of the person on job. In many companies, job performance determines whether a person is promoted, rewarded with pay raises, given additional responsibilities, or fired from the job. Therefore, most employers observe and track job performance. This is done by keeping track of data on topics such as the number of sales the employee closes, the number of clients the employee visits, the number of defects found the employee output, or the number of customer complaints or compliments received about the person's work. In some jobs, objectives performance data may not be able, instead supervisor, co-worker, and customer and subordinate assessment of the quality and quantity of work performed by the person become indicators of job performance. Job performance is one of the main outcomes studied in organizational behavior, and it's an important variable managers must assess when they are engaged in the controlling role.